Hi guys, welcome back to TechnoWeb Hack. This is Parikshit here, back again with the new video. And in this video we are going to see what is browser exploitation. So what is browser exploitation here exactly? So as you can see, browser exploitation is nothing but a form of a malicious code that takes the advantage of flaw or the vulnerability in the operating system. And again, you can say that it's a piece of a software with the intent to breach the browser security and to alter the user's browser setting without their knowledge. Alright, so this is what exactly the browser exploitation is, and we will see how it works. So for this tutorial we are going to use a tool called Beef, which is a browser exploitation framework. Okay, as you can see, the Beef XSS framework here, which already comes pre-installed with the Kali Linux, and you can directly launch it by using here. You can also go to the application exploitation tools, and here you can also see the Beef XSS framework. Alright, so from here as well you can launch it. Also you can manually launch it by going into that particular folder. Alright, so I will show you where it will be. You can simply search it over here. You can go to the computer here and you can search for the Beef. So you can see the Beef XSS, which should be from the USR and share. You can see the Ruby file here as the Beef, so you can open the terminal here and you can see what are the files are there, and you can also launch the Beef from here. Alright, so let's launch the Beef and I will show you how to use the Beef tool for the exploitation of the browser. Alright, so I will launch it from the menu here. Okay, so you can see that okay, so as you can see, it has started the Beef service. Okay, and it has automatically opened the web browser here for the Beef login. So here you can see the web user interface. It can be accessed by using this URL, which is already given over here. Alright, so as you can see it here. So next thing here is the hook, and the script is given over here. So I'll show you here what is the use of this hook. So guys, whenever user or any victim visit the browser or visit the website or our malicious server, he can only see the content which we have uploaded in our server. But to get the control over the browser, we have to hook the browser by using the script which we have for the Beef framework. And to do this, we have to update this script inside the web server where victim is going to visit. Okay, so I will show you that. Alright, so let's go to the folder computer var and www.html, and here we have the index.html file. So whenever user visit our web server, he will see the content that are there in this index.html file. So let's see what we have here. So now I will open it by using the leaf pad. As you can see, I have simply written the small HTML code where I have just written like welcome to the Beef, and this is a test website. Because this is the website or web server where victim is going to visit, this is the place where you have to hook the script of the Beef framework. So you can see that the script that you can copy it from here. Okay, hooking script. So you just need to copy the script from here, and you have to make sure that you are putting this script under the head section of the file. So let's do that. Let's copy it. I will just paste it over here, and you can see that here it says IP, so you have to give your local host IP address, which will be your attacker machine IP address or your web server IP address, or whatever he is going to visit, that IP address you should update over here. Alright, so as you can see, I have already updated it like 192.168.43.46 because I have the IP address, as you can see, 192.168.43.46. So I updated already it over there. So I will remove this now, and then you just have to save it. So what victim will see here is just this message which says like welcome to Beef, and this is a test website. Alright guys, so I will just close it. So as you can see, when we open the Beef framework, it has automatically opened the Firefox browser with the Beef login, and here the default login will be Beef and password will be Beef as well. Okay, I will just log in it now. Okay, so you can see that we have the getting started page here, and you can see the basic information about the beef. Okay, so you can just go through this, and here in the left side panel you can see that online browser and offline browser. Okay, so whenever a victim visits the URL and he is active on that particular URL, so it will show under the online browser, and when user is not active on that particular URL, so it should show that particular IP address of the victim under this offline browser. So what I will do is I will go and visit the web server here from my host machine by using the Firefox browser. Okay, so let's do that. 192.168.43.46, this is what the IP address that I have. And as you can see, whenever I visit this particular IP address, it says welcome to beef, and this is the test website. Okay guys, so as you can see, I have visited this particular website, so it means that it should come under the online browser. Okay, so as you can see here now, I can see my particular machine 43.58 Windows laptop, and okay, you can see the domain, flash, WebSockets, and all this information about my machine, and it came under the online browser. So you just have to now click on this, and here you will see the basic details about my machine, the browser version, language, and platform. Okay, so here you can see the operating system, hardware, CPU, and a lot of sensitive information. You can see it over here. So what are the options that we have? Details tab, so it gives you the details. Under the logs, you will see the logs, whatever happens on the browser. We have the command option where all the command you can execute, which will be then executed on the victim's machine. Alright guys, so what these other options can do, you can also find this information over here. Alright, so once the browser is hooked, and you can see the main, so it will display the information about the hooked browser. Logs will display the recent log entries, okay, about the hooked browser, and you can see the commands. So this tab where all the modules can be executed against the browser, and you can see the meaning of each color over here. So here green means the command module works against the target browser, and you can see the orange here, it means that the command module works against the target browser, but it may be visible to the user. And then the third one, which is white, where the command module is yet to be verified, and the red one is the command module does not work against the browser or against the target. Alright guys, so as you can see, the SSH, what it do is this tab allows the user to check if the link or the form of the URL path of the page is vulnerable to XSS or not. Here you can see the rider tab is here. So what rider tab does is, the rider tab allows you to submit the arbitrary HTTP request on behalf of the hooked browser, and here you can see what it do. Okay, so here network tab, what it do is the network tab allow you to interact with the host on the local network of the hooked browser. Okay, so SSH is already here, and tunneling proxy, what it will do is already given over here, and so you can go through this information. So I will just go to the current browser here, and I'll show you under the command what we have. This is where we are going to work under the browser. As you can see, the green mark which is going to work against the target browser. Here we can see the white, so it is not verified, and red is not going to work. Orange will work, but it will be visible at the target browser. So like this, you can see the multiple options and commands that you can perform here against the target browser. So you can see the exploit, and a lot of exploit that you can perform against the target browser. Again, you can also see under the social engineering what else you can do. So you can see the host. Here we have so many commands under this option, and under the network we can perform the DNS enumeration, detect the burp, detect the Tor, and a lot of other options are there. So you can also see the persistence, where you can also perform some commands against the target browser over here. Alright guys, so this is all here about the command, and we have already seen what rider and SSH and network and all these options and what it do. So you might be wondering, here we have a lot of commands, and when we click on any of this like get cookies and when we say execute, so how it works. So you can see when I click on this, so I can see the cookie we got here from the particular web page, like we have here this one. Alright, so we got the cookie from the target browser, and how you get all this information or how we can perform all these commands. So I have already shown you guys that we have hooked the browser by using our beef script, and I will show you how the script looks like. Okay, so you can see that over here the script URL will be like this. All right, so this is what the hook file you can visit. Alright guys, so here you can see hook.js. so this is the JavaScript file that we have here, and this is where all the modules or all the functions or methods are coded over here. Okay, so whenever any command is performed against the victim browser, so as you can see here there are a lot of commands, and whenever we click on any of the command, execute it or perform it against the victim's browser, and this is how it get executed at the victim's browser, because we have here all the modules are coded over here on this hook file which is already hooked on the victim's browser. And again, if you scroll down here, you can see the complete command and the function and of the modules are here. Alright, so everything is coded in here, and this is how it works when a victim visits this particular website or web server. And if you want, you can also modify it according to your needs. Okay, alright guys, so moving further here, next I will show you what exactly are there inside the beef framework, how it works. Okay, so let's see that now. We have seen that the beef framework is inside the USR and share. Okay, so here we have the couple of files, and here you can see the beef executable file is here. So inside this we have a folder called modules, and if you go here you will see the browser, Chrome extension, debug, exploits, host, IPsec, Metasploit. All these modules are here which you can see under this particular browser. Alright, so all these modules are here. Alright, so let's go inside the browser, and here you will find the different folders. Like when I expanded it, so here you can see the detect extension, something like that. Alright, so here you can see the detect extension is there. So how this particular command works, that you can check it out from here. So like double click this, and you will see in every particular command or for every particular function there are 3 files that are there. So command.js, config.yml and module.rb. So what are these 3 file contains exactly? So you can see here the config.yml file contains the configuration variable of the current module, and the next one here is the command.js, which is the JavaScript file. So this is the code that gets sent to the hooked web browser to be executed. Alright, so when the code is executed, all the mentioned method in this particular command.javascript file which are programmed into this hooked.js file, which then get executed on the victim browser. Alright, so practically if I'll show you here, when I execute this particular command, like let's say like detect VLC, and then I execute it, so you can see now it's ready, and then command, so here it says data VLC equal to no. So it has detected that there is no VLC inside the browser. Okay, and how that works, because we have here the hook.javascript file already hooked at the victim's browser, and this is where all our commands are get executed whenever we perform it at our attacker machine. Alright, so I hope you understood this concept. And the next one is the module.rb file. So here this is the file that contains the actual code of the module. So here we must create a new class that inherits the beef core command and perform the action we want. So if I'll show you here what it contains exactly, I'll just open it by using the leaf pad. So you can see guys, it contains the class detected extensions, and here it inherit all the command from the beef core commands. Alright, and here we can see the code which is coded over here, and if you want you can modify it according to your needs. So you can also you can create a new modules, or you can also modify the existing modules which are here. Alright, so this is how it works. So alright guys, I hope that you understood this concept about the brief framework. So in the next tutorial we will be continuing our brief framework second part, and in there we will see how we will execute the commands over here at the attacker machine and how it get executed on the victim's browser. Okay, so here we can see the browser. There are different commands we can perform here under the particular exploit, what we can do here and what exploit we can execute it here, whatever the social engineering method that we can apply, and then how it get executed at the victim's browser. So we will see all these things. Alright, so this is all for it. If you have any questions or queries, please comment below, and if you like this video, please hit the like button, and if you have not subscribed to this channel yet, please do subscribe to the channel. So this is all for it. Have a great day and bye bye.